This step will require a little bit more focus, so stay with me. The goal is to have all the corners in their correct location regardless of the orientation. So what does it mean? First of all, a corner is in its correct location whenever it's placed between the corresponding centers. For example, let's take this green, yellow, red corner. Right now, it is placed in between its green, yellow, red center, so it's correct. Now pay attention to this blue, red, and yellow corner. This is also in its correct location, because even if it's not directly facing the colors, its placement is in the middle of its corresponding centers. It's not the case for this corner here. As you can see, we have yellow and orange center, but we have this green color and the blue center. So this piece is not in its correct location. Okay, now that we know the difference, our goal is to have all 4 corners on the top layer to be located correctly. So to confirm the concept, both of these 2 corners are located correctly. The only difference being that the one on the right is also oriented correctly. But we're not going to worry about orientation until the next step. Back to us. To correctly locate all corners, start by picking one random corner and place it in its correct location using the same old motion of holding the top layer while moving the bottom 2. Once you have this first corner in its correct location, hold that position and check for other corners that are also correct. So this is not correct. This isn't either. And yes, I found another one here. So these 2 are correct, whereas these 2 need to switch location. This is the first case you will learn how to solve. Keep your correct corners on your left side, hence the wrong ones on your right. To solve this, do as follows. Execute 3 sexy moves with your right hand. Flick the whole cube with your right hand, and execute 3 sexy moves with your left hand. Now simply twist the top layer to match one corner, and you will notice that all of them are located correctly. The second case is when you find 2 correct corners not next to each other but diagonally. To solve this, it doesn't matter from which way you hold the cube, because if these are diagonal, these are also diagonal. So start from wherever you want and do as follows. 3 sexy moves with your right hand. Flick the whole cube with your right hand. And execute 3 sexy moves with your left hand. So far, this is the same as the previous case, but once you're done, don't move from that position and repeat the same process. So 3 sexy moves with your right hand. Flick the whole cube with your right hand. And 3 sexy moves with your left hand. Once again, you will notice that by locating one corner correctly, all the other ones will be correct as well. When you begin this step, you might position one corner correctly and don't find any others. Don't worry, this simply means you need to pick a different corner as a starting point, as you will always end up in one of the 2 cases I just showed you. As mentioned earlier, this step requires a bit more focus, so watch this part again if you need to.